I was in an event just recently, and a dad there was telling me of his 9-year-old son, his son who was diagnosed with terminal cancer. Just months earlier from that, before that event, his little boy had died. He said that he'd like to share with me something his son said to him just one day before he died. His little 9-year-old boy, he said, was in awe. Just the day before he died, he said to this man, his dad, "Dad, do you believe that God loves me more than I love myself?" Dad, do you believe that God loves me more than I love myself? The question blew his dad away. Then the little guy said, "People keep asking me if I'm afraid. But Dad, how can I be afraid if God loves me more than I love myself?" How can I be afraid? This is the mystery you and I are entering when it comes our turn to die. This is the mystery. I know there are real and legitimate fears, even terror at the thought of our own deaths, and too many unknowns because it's just so final. And the thought of even the possibility of the annihilation of my own existence can become the big fear lurking in the background of our consciousness, like some monster out of the depths, the mysterious depths of the oceans. A monstrous fear that can haunt us. Yet maybe there is even more fear and terror at the thought of someone we love very much, leaving us in death. But if I can possibly remember now, day in and day out, especially when that fear threatens to surface for me, that God loves them more than I do, more than even I love them right now, that God loves them more than they love themselves. What confidence could fill us as we would move forward into the mystery of our own dying and of their dying. And there it is. And all that anxiety, all those fears will start to fade away in the face of the deeper sense that you and I, could be cultivating now in ourselves what that little 9-year-old boy knew just the day before he died. I just thought of him and his dad when I heard the first line of that gospel. I praise you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, for although you have hidden these things from the wise and the learned, and most adults have forgotten them a long time ago, and the brilliant don't know it either, what we don't know anymore, you've revealed to these little ones. These little ones. That little 9-year-old boy, he knew. If we look where that little guy was looking, we will understand. If I'm aware and touched that God loves me even more than I love myself, if it is as real to me that God loves me and values my life as I value my own life, I will not be afraid to die. I won't. If we look where that little guy was looking, we will understand, you and I. If I'm aware and touched that God loves my best friend, my spouse, my kids, my grandkids, my grandparents, my mom, my dad, even more than I love myself. If it is as real to me that God loves them and values their life as much and more than I value their life, I will not be so afraid for them to die. Instead, I will be in awe. I will be in awe, and the terrors of the night will pass, and I will not be afraid to die. This trust will change the quality of my living. To know I don't have to be afraid of that monster anymore will change the quality of my life. When you and I come together like this on a Sunday morning to celebrate the Mass, be here to soak like in a hot tub in the great love. Because that and only that can overcome that great fear. See here in bread broken and wine poured out. See here in the community gathered around you, love for what it is. And let in here the great love that I can experience here today in this sacrament and everywhere. And let this reset my compass at the beginning of every good week for the week that is ahead of me. Let it reset my compass to know this love, to trust it here, so that I can trust it in the rest of my life. Gosh, can you believe it? Can you trust it? Dare you trust it? This mystery we are entering with every breath of every day, and finally and completely at death. 9 years old, and he knew it. Dad, he said, can you believe it? God loves me more than I love myself. Can you believe it?